Do you have the right creative fuel to excel? Hi, I'm Natalie Lucia, your business strategist and digital visionary, and you're watching Off the Charts, where we help you reimagine what's possible in your business. You know how some people are more sensitive to junk food than others? They could scarf down a whole bag of cookies, whereas somebody else could have a bite of gluten and feel it right away. And depending on how sensitive you and your business are, this could happen to your business too if you're running on the wrong kind of fuel. You really want to be running on the most clean, creative fuel that you can to get to that next level in your business. Since your mood really impacts what you're able to achieve in your business, I really recommend removing any of the negative stuff in your life that might be holding you back. Your environment matters a lot more than you think. If you have a lot of clutter or even mementos that remind you of bad business deals or just bad relationships and fights, then it's holding your ability to create amazing things back. The same is true when you have a bunch of overdue bills or paperwork that you haven't scanned and sent to your accountant yet, and sometimes even books that you haven't finished reading. Every time you step over those piles, it depletes some of your energy because you need to overcome that mental barrier of getting it done. You might also be absorbing other people's negativity. I get this a lot when I watch the news, and sometimes I get this feeling of, oh my god, the world is not heading in the right direction, there's nothing I can do, and it's really taking away my energy when I feel that way. But as soon as I'm off the mainstream media, then I start to recognize all the good things that we're doing in the world between me, my clients, and all the people that I know in this world who are really making a big difference. So here's the trick. Anytime you feel that your energy is a little bit off, or maybe there's like an uncomfortable feeling and you're afraid or you're scared or there's something going on, take a look and see what caused that feeling. And sometimes you can see it's an outside reaction to something, like maybe you saw the news or somebody told you some bad information and it just hits you there. Once you recognize where it came from, just acknowledging it will help you to really move through those negative emotions. Along those same lines, if you have a lot of people in your life who really get you down when you spend time with them, maybe it's time to reassess how much of your time you want to devote to those relationships. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to stop being friends with people or even cut them out of your life, but it does mean that you could change how you interact with them. So for example, instead of sitting down for a long dinner and talking about all your problems with each other, you could go to the movies or do a fun activity like going skating or swimming, and that way you can really talk about other things and not be so focused on the negative stuff. Now, all of this advice is really geared to help you feed your body, your soul, your mind, and everything all positive and good energy. But that doesn't mean that you need to be Mary Poppins with sunshine and rainbows coming out of your ears all the time. You'll still absolutely feel a range of different emotions as you continue to build your business, and there will be some ups and downs. The big distinction that I want you to have is that all these emotions that you're feeling need to be coming from you and not from the outside. So if you are feeling them, feel them fully, let yourself feel the sadness or the fear and embrace it, but don't let other people's outside emotions get to you. So I know today's episode got onto some touchy topics like reducing your exposure to the news and only spending time with people who make you feel better. So I'd love to know how you feel about these different ideas and tactics and what you've done to run on the cleanest creative fuel for your business. Leave a comment below because I'm really curious. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and share it with other people and give it 2 thumbs up on YouTube so that others can find us there. And then also make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss any upcoming episodes of Off the Charts. By the way, if you want to grow your list more in the next 30 days than you have in the last 3 months, then head over for our free 30-day list building challenge and sign up right away.